Maximum things we can do by using crude repository and paging and sorting repository methods. If you want Hibernate specific operation, okay, some specific operation which are specific to Hibernate or SQL database software, we have to think about working with a JPA repository. We found a lot of methods are repeating methods. That's why we have given extra focus on towards what? Few methods. Delete in batch. It generates single delete query to delete the multiple records, right? Delete all in batch by IDs, right, guys? Super. Okay. So now we got one more method that is there to select the single record, that is get reference by ID. What is that? Earlier its name is get by ID. Previously it was what? Get one. But now it is named as what? Get reference by ID. Latest name is that. Sir, it is same as find by ID, na? Yes. If I talk overall broad picture, that selects the single record and gives to us. This selects the single record and gives to us. Then why should we learn this, sir? I will tell why you should learn it. That returns optional object having record or not having record. Record means entity object there. If record is there, it returns optional object having entity object. Record is not there, it returns what? An empty optional object. An empty optional object. Fine. It performs lazy loading, eager loading. Eager loading. Eager loading means what? The moment method is called, regenerated, hitted the database software, try to select the record. If there, you will get optional object with entity object. If not there, you will get empty optional object. But hitting database is compulsory. It is like sincere celebrity with no marketing tactics. You booked for self-performance on so and so date and time, gone there, performed, irrespective of audience came or not, it does not matter for him, performed and came back. Yes or no? Na? So that means he's not focusing on marketing. He's sincere on the time. Another guy, nothing but get reference by ID. The moment this method is called, it won't hit the database software, it won't generate the query. It will generate one dummy proxy object, which is a subclass of entity class. Which is the subclass of entity class. Nice. On that proxy object, when you start calling getter methods, then proxy object realizes this fellow seriously interested to get the data from table. Then it generates the query. Then it hits the database software. Then it gets the record into real object linked with the proxy object. So that means it is delaying the process of hitting the database software as much as it can or not. As much as it can or not. I want reply from you people, guys. As much as it can, it is delayed. It is like celebrity who is having assistant. In the event place, he stopped the car 1 kilometer away, asked the assistant to go to the stage. Assistant found less audience. Celebrity will stop there only. Assistant found full of audience. They are waiting for the celebrity to come and perform. Then he comes, okay, performs this one. So this time what happened, guys? When need is there, then only celebrity is coming. Celebrity is not coming unnecessarily. He is coming only when necessity is there, because he want to protect his brand name. See, in regular life, laziness is danger, but in database interaction, laziness is goodness. Because hitting database software, getting data is a costly affair. So when need is not there, hitting database data and getting data is a bad practice. It's definitely bad practice. You should delay how much you can delay until real need is there. Until near necessity is there, you have to delay it. Nice. Convinced or not? But I want to feel it practically, sir. Get reference by ID is doing lazy loading, and find by ID is doing eager loading. If rules are, I will satisfy. Theory, your example, good. We are connecting to subject, but we want to feel it practically. Is there any scenario so far that have not given practical proof? Did I say this is like this, you have to accept it? Yes or no? No? Everything we are learning practically. I said in-memory proxy class is created for repository interface. I practically shown that. And I have given sample code. How does internally that looks also? Come on. Our learning model is what? Practical model or only theoretical model? So this also you should trust me. I will definitely show difference between what? Eager loading done by find by ID method, lazy loading done by get reference by ID method. Sir, why sir? Why practical knowledge? And it will resist in the brain and you can utilize in the company. Very standard interview question. When find by ID is there, why they have given get reference by ID? If I don't touch lazy and eager loading, you will think that oh, okay, unnecessarily given, but it is not unnecessarily given method. It is purposefully given method. Let's feel it, guys. Let's get into Eclipse. I think today morning those are attending school class. I hope they have enjoyed Git tool. But what you have seen is 10% or nothing. That is not called enjoyment. That is just excitement, right? Enjoyment I will show tomorrow. Okay, fine. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock regular class is there. Offline class, Spring Data JPA. Tomorrow evening 6:30 p.m. Sunday evening 6:30 p.m. You have a workshop or whatever it is, special topic, whatever it is, that is on Spring Boot scheduling. What is that? Spring Boot scheduling. Let me update, guys, because let me update to admin people. Two sessions, guys. Sunday 6:30 p.m. Give me 2 minutes, I'll update them. From yesterday, I'm thinking to update, but I'm not getting time. Saturday, Sunday, 6:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. Right? Yeah, that's confirmed, guys. Saturday you have two sessions, Sunday one session. Saturday morning 11 session, regular topic. Okay, evening session and Sunday evening session, special topic. That's good. And you'll enjoy. How automatically task will happen, right? Yes. Tell me here, what is there? App test promoter, all this stuff, guys. This is not our workspace. What is our workspace? 903618. Not this is not at all our version of Eclipse, right? This is our version of Eclipse. I'll take two methods. One with get reference by ID. Other one is what? Get by ID. Get reference by ID and get find by ID. Query generated. The moment you call the method, irrespective of record is there or not there, eager loading. Query generated when you start using the proxy object, not when you call the method. Lazy loading. Sounds good, but how do you prove practically? I'm excited. Wait for a minute, I'll do that. Where is this? Huh? 1102, right? What's the difference between transactional and service annotation? If you use service annotation, no need of adding transactional. This is what we are discussing, right? Mister, if you use at the rate service, transactional behavior will come automatically. Okay, if you still want to do transactional behavior, you have to add at the rate transactional separately. Don't worry, transaction management is a separate topic to learn. That time we'll talk more on what? Transactional. Mr. Chicky, you are excited. Still, we are not entering into business logic. We are still in what? Systems logic only. We are still in the DAO layer only. We are not there still in what? Business logic environment. Yes, I think I definitely I know it is not your query. Okay. It is parasites query. I know that. Fine. One day you will get transactional annotation. Don't worry about it. So I think we got our ID, guys. This is not required. This is our ID was. Yes. Yesterday night it suddenly came to my mind. Okay. You are such a liar, such a liar. Because at the rate transactional, I have not officially introduced it so far. Did I introduce? Did I introduce anywhere? Not even writing also I have not done. And he's saying that what? It came to my brain. Mahan Purusha. Okay. Then why are you here, boss? Go to Himalayas, na? Because big people will there, will go there, will do meditation, later they die there. Because you are not a normal person. In save method, there is at the rate transactional. Acha, okay. I will not find Natras are there. Okay. Are you are going there to become, what is that? Become guru. Why another guru is required there? Yeah. Let's come back to what is there. Where is that? God, runner, note that. Here is what, guys? JPA repository. Fine. JPA repository. So there, service class method. IArtist management service. What, guys? IArtist management service. What is this? Public. What is there, guys? Public. Okay, we will see. I just want to give the feeling we are calling the method, nothing else, right? No processing, nothing was. Optional, we'll take this one only. Optional, come on. Artist, optional artist, fetch artist by ID, int ID. Artist by ID, int ID. Next, public. Return type of get reference by method is what? Artist. Artist, tell me guys. Tell me here. Fetch. Not fetch guys. Already we are load. Artist by ID. Load artist by ID. Fine, my dear. Got it. Artist management IMPL. Artist management IMPL. Okay. Both are implemented. Here, what I do, I will simply say return. What is there? Return. Okay. Artist report dot. Find by ID. No practicals, no experiments there. Okay. Here, what is there, guys? Return artist report dot get reference by ID. Get reference by ID. Okay, that's good. Yeah, here is my runner class, boss. Here is my runner class. Let's comment that. Let's comment that try block. What is this? Exception E dot print stack trace. Exception E dot print stack trace. Okay. Exception E dot what? Print stack trace. Tell me here, what is this? Artist service dot. Artist service dot. Fetch artist by ID. I think we have a lot of records in MySQL. MySQL workbench, guys. This is my connection one, my dear. What is our this one? 1102 tables, artist info, select rows. Here 110 is there now, boss. 110 is there. Fetch artist by this. Here is what, my dear? Optional artist. OPT. Optional artist OPT. Yes, guys. Semicolon. If OPT dot is empty. What is there? Artist not found. What not found? Artist not found. Else. What is there, guys? Else. Tell me. Artist found. Artist not found, else artist found. Everyone getting my point? This is one thing section, guys. Okay, artist found. Artist found plus OPT dot get. OPT dot get. Right, boss? Okay. Now let's see, guys. You run the project. Right now, artist is available, guys. Please observe very carefully. Okay. See, select query generated. Record fetched, kept in object. Object is kept in optional. We are printing this. Okay, record available. That's why it is hitting the database. Suppose come to this. Suppose come to this. Tell me. 1101 guys. What is there? 1101. Right click, run as Java application. Right click, run as Java application. Yeah, tell me here. Still it is generating the query and hitting the database software. But empty object has come, that's why artist not found. Empty object has come, that's why artist not found. Clear guys, got the point my dear, I want reply boss. This is going to be really bad or not guys? This is going to be really bad or not? I want reply boss. Here select query execution is done. What query execution is done guys? Select query execution is done or not done boss? Definitely select query execution is done. Okay, that means you get the record, you don't get the record. The moment method is called, okay, it will hit the database software or not, guys? It will hit the database software or not? Super. Okay, guys. See, guys, I'm giving correct number, okay, but I'm not calling opt.get. I'm giving correct number, but I'm not calling opt.get. It will still hit the database software or not? Definitely it will hit the database software. It really does not matter for it, boss. You are using a, not using a, good a, bad a, you called method, it will hit the database software. It's like what? First option of the celebrity. Time is booked, came, performed, went away. He's not bothered about audience are there or not there. Nothing is worried, boss. He's not worried. He's worried about his what? Payment, timing, gone. See, guys, still select query is coming. Okay. For the time being, let me bring second one into picture, guys. Okay. Same story. Open floor bracket and closing floor bracket. Here is my catch block, guys. Here is my what? Catch block. Here is my catch block. Tell me here, what is there, guys? Artist is equal to artist service dot. Tell me. Load artist by ID 110. Load artist by ID 110. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Okay, first of all, you try to feel, guys, this is not the real object. This is actually proxy. Is the correct number or wrong number? First it returns what? Proxy. How can you say it's a proxy, sir? You only check it out. Sys out. Hey, this is not a repository proxy, it's a separate proxy. Proxy object class name. Proxy dot get class. Proxy dot get class plus super class. Array, this is the proxy which is for whom super class is entity class, guys. Proxy dot get class dot get super class. Get class dot get super class. Interesting na Babu, come on here. Okay, listen boss, right now I got the proxy. I'm not doing anything on the proxy except printing class names and super class name. All right, Praveen has come to take the feedback or suggestions from you people. Okay, I think in my presence you will not give correct feedback. I will go out. Okay. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm Praveen, and very few of them know me, and some students doesn't know me. So we are from the backend team. So generally, what we do, like on regular intervals, like we will be taking the feedback of each and every faculty. So like all the students, is it clear? All the students, can you hear me now? Yes. So what I was telling that, like my name is Praveen and we are from the feedback, I mean like backend team. So generally on regular intervals, like we will be taking the feedback of all the faculties. Whereas today, like I'm here to take the feedback of the DevSecOps, right? Of Natras sir at 11 o'clock. Okay. So in the now, we have gone ahead and posted one link in your Google Classroom. So once you open your Google Classroom, you will find the one link. So you will find the link where once you click on that link, it will redirect you into the Google form. So once you open that form, so you will find around 5 to 6 questions, and every questions has been got categorized into the 4 to 5 parameters as excellent, average, good, poor. So in whichever the element or whichever the accept, you feel that like Natras sir is an excellent, please good put it as a good. And whichever the element you feel that like sir is in a good, like please do good put it as in a good. And below that, like you will find the ratings between 1 to 5. So please do give the ratings between 1 to 5, whatever, based on your previous experience of the classes. And along with that, like you will find in the comment section. So make sure like everyone are writing in the comments without fail. And let me tell you one thing. So the information which you guys are giving, so we are never we are going to disclose your identity. First and foremost, we don't want your mobile number. We don't want your any mail ID. We don't want your name or anything else. Just you guys need to give them a feedback. So as I told you, like your identity will be not disclosed to anyone. And if at all you're writing down a negative feedback or something else, so none of us, including the management, you or me, or none of us are going to come back to you and ask why is that what you have written. So this feedback is to improve the quality, and we might, I mean, like there might be the chances where you might not be open to the faculty or you may not be open to the management. There might be then certain points. So to break that ice, to fill that gap, so we are taking the feedback. So please do open your Google Classroom and click on the link and give them a feedback. So once you are done with the feedback, we'll resume back the classes. Please start. All right, students. Yeah. Okay. Okay. No issues. Like coming to offline and then online students. So like by the end of the class, I will go ahead and share them a link in the group. So you can, what do you say? Like you can fill in a form. Online students is it clear? Online and offline. Okay. So by the end of the class, I will put them a link in your Google Classroom. So you can go ahead and fill them a form. Right. Thank you.
Yeah. Shall we go back to the subject? Ready? Online students? Those are relaxing, please come back. Fine. Super, guys. All right. What I was trying to discuss? Yeah, I have shown eager loading concept. Now time has come to go for lazy loading. See, I got the proxy object. I'm not calling any getter methods. Array, from subclass, we can call superclass getter methods or not. Did I call anything like that? That means just a proxy object is created and returned, and no getter methods are called means what? It never thinks about hitting the database software and getting the record. Seriously, sir, check it out. Okay. Everyone, please respond in private mode. Okay. Let's check it out. So now, right now, I'm expecting what? Lazy loading. Lazy loading means what? No query should be generated. That means it should not hit the database software. Okay. So I think to avoid the confusion, can I comment this previous section once? Yeah. Let's run the application. Focus, my dear. Right click, run as Java application. See guys, just proxy created and no query generated. Did you notice it? Some object created na. Array, when subclass object is created, superclass constructor also execute. That's why zero param. 1 minute, I have a solution for every confusion, boss. I have a solution for every confusion, right? Here, zero param constructor is there na. There, interestingly, I will keep this dot get class. What dot get class? This dot get class. Perfect. Right click, run as Java application. Right click, run as, tell me which is constructor executed, but what object? It's subclass, proxy class object. So that means proxy is created and written and no hit to database software. Why? It found you are not using proxy at all. You are not trying to do any data recovery operations on the proxy at all, right? So that means it is not happening though method is called. It is not happening though method is called. So when method called, no hit to database software. When you try to use a proxy object, then only hit to database software. That means it is trying to delay hit to database software as much as it can. See now? See, already we are calling this method. Already we are calling this method, right, boss? Already we are calling this method. Come on, guys. With ID value, right? With ID value. In the proxy object also ID value comes. Suppose I am calling sysout proxy dot get AID. Already ID value is there in proxy object itself. Though I am calling getter method to get the ID value, it will directly collect some proxy object only na. Do you think it will hit the database software for that? Check it out. Right click, run as Java application. See, you will get number, but no query generation again. Is there any query generation, guys? 110 has come. But you try to call non-identifier method, boss. You try to call non-identifier method. Just one method, guys. You try to call non-identifier method. I want reply, boss. Okay, guys. Proxy dot get a name. What is there? Get a name. Perfect. Look at this, guys. Right click, run as Java application. Right click, run as Java application. Forget about the exception part that came, guys. 110 record is not there. In database table, 110 is there or not there? There, na? Okay. Then why it is saying that error? Oh. Listen. There's no wrong in that. There's no wrong in that. To support this lazy loading, we need to add one extra entry in application.properties file. Then only Spring Data JPA supports lazy loading. So what is that extra entry that we need to write in application.properties? Check it out. What is that extra entry, guys? Where is this? Where is this? Where is this? Yeah, spring.jpa.properties. Okay, something. For enabling lazy loading. What, guys? For enabling lazy loading. Yeah, tell me, guys. Spring dot JPA dot lazy Spring dot JPA dot very lengthy, guys. Properties dot hibernate dot properties dot hibernate dot. Someone please check the well spells, guys. Hibernate dot enable underscore lazy underscore load underscore no underscore trans. Enable underscore lazy underscore okay hibernate. Right, corrected. Lazy underscore no underscore trans. Lazy underscore load underscore no. Lazy underscore load underscore no underscore trans. I think we kept it. This on extra properties required, then only it performs lazy. Now I called one non-identifier method. Non-identifier getter method. Check it out. Java application, guys. Yeah, point number one. Up to 110, no query generated, no real object is created. Check it out, guys. When I call non-identifier method on proxy object, query generated. That means it has become ready to hit the database software. Hit the database software, got the record, created real object, not the proxy object. Entity for entity class, real object is created. In that real object, whole record is kept, and that is linked with the proxy object. Proxy getter method is calling real object getter method and giving me Karan or not. That means it is delaying the hit of database software. How much it can do, that much. Suppose I have given a number which is for which record is not there, what happens? Here you will get exception. Here no question of getting what? Empty optional object, null value. If you give wrong number for whom record is not there, for whom a record is not there, you will get exception or not? You will get exception or not, guys? You will definitely get exception or not. I want reply, boss. Unable to find this. Lazy instantiation exception. Here, when record not found, you will get exception. When record found, okay, in record found, but see, record found activity will happen when you call non-identifier method on proxy object. Please get reference by ID is not talking to database. The getter method solved on return to proxy object is having logic to talk to database. If someone says get reference by ID is talking to database, they are going in a wrong direction. Get reference by ID work is just returning proxy object. Inside proxy object getter methods, logic is there. Come on, to actually hit the database software and get the record. If they found record is not found after generating query and talking to database, they throw exception. If they found record is there, they return, they select the record, put into real object created for entity class. That real object is linked with proxy object. So whenever you call proxy getter method, it will calling what? The real getter method, you will get the data. But interesting part, you call get a name only one getter method, but it is selecting the whole record. Check it out. It is going to select. I will give number 110, guys. Right? Perfect. Right click, Java application. Here is my what, guys? Saran. Zero arg constructor com.entity.entity.what? Artist. Com.entity.entity.what? Artist. What is there, guys? Saran. So, but here see, it is selecting the AID, A name, category. All the 4 column values it is selecting or not, guys? Not just 1 column value, all the 4 column values it is selecting. What do you say, guys? Are you understanding my statement, my dear? Come on. Okay. Is that clear, guys? Are you understanding my statement, guys? So it is selecting, though you called one getter method, getting the complete record into entity object linked with what? Other object. When you call other getter method, they don't hit the database software. They also get the data from what? A real object that is already been created. Don't worry, I will give diagrammatic representation also, boss. Sys out, tell me. Proxy dot get fee. What dot get free, guys? Proxy dot get free. Right click, run as Java application. Perfect. Yes. See, second time, is it generating query? No. Already, object is created with complete record. From that complete record object only, second value is also gathered or not gathered. That means though you call one getter method on proxy object, which is a non-identifier method, it will select complete record, guys, and put into the object. Is it not interesting, Rababu? Is it not interesting? I want reply, boss. Yes. Okay. Now practicals are over, but let me show diagrammatic representation for both. Yeah, first example is on what? Get reference by ID. Return doctor. SOP to find a doctor by ID. Okay. This is true property is required. Listen how it actually happens. Doctor at repro dot get reference by ID. Sir, if I need only one, then why it want all? Array, listen. Right now, one thing. In future, you may need another property values. It is bringing and storing. Using or not using is your headache. Yes or no? Na? Bringing or it's bringing and storing into object. Suppose 4 getter methods are called. 4 time hitting database is good. First time only getting all the values, but giving what? Only required value is good. I'm leaving to your common sense. Yes or no, boss? Okay. Yeah, listen, look at the diagram, guys. Hitting database is costly affair. Rather what? Gathering data from object. Okay. See, guys, everyone. Doctor report dot get reference by ID 1001 method is called. This is A. B. Proxy object created. What object created? Proxy object just having ID value, which is what? Subclass object of entity class. subclass object of entity class. That is B. Proxy object is written. It may look like a dog, but actually proxy, right, boss? That's good. C. On the proxy object, non-identifier method is called get specialization. That method is having logic to contact the database, generating query, okay, getting the record. D, E, F. We are getting results in object having record now, boss. That record is now put into what? Real object, G. This real object is linked with what, guys? Proxy object. Come on, guys. This getter method that is called on proxy object now calls getter method on what? A real object which is having what? Cardio, and cardio will be written as the final answer or not, guys? Come on, my diagram flow and whatever practical I have shown, matching or not matching? Matching or not matching? Okay, once again check it out. I called get reference by ID 1001 method. 1001 record there or not there, it never thinks. It returns proxy object written. Returns proxy object reference back to method call given. On the proxy object, non-identifier method is called. That method inside is having logic to generate the query and to hit the database software. 1001 record available now. It returns what? Results in object with record. That entity object is linked with proxy object. So we are in the call of this method, don't forget. This method call at the end calls what? Get record, get specialization on the real object that is linked to proxy object. That's why cardio comes. That's why cardio comes. Suppose I have not called any methods on the doc, any getter methods on the doc. Do you think it will hit the database software? I have called only get doc ID method, which is the identifier method. It will collect some proxy object and use the output. Na? Do you think it will hit the database software? Do you really think it will hit the database software? I want reply, boss. I want reply, guys. Okay, guys. A. What is there? C, D, E, F, G. Real object linked with what? Proxy object. A real object linked with what? Proxy object. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. I hope you have felt the lazy loading now, boss. Find by ID here loading. Record there, not there. It will return what? It will generate the query, hit the database software. Get one, get ID, get by ID, get reference by ID methods needs this property. Okay. Methods need this property to make underlying Hibernate framework to support lazy loading, even though transactional environment is not taken. In old versions of Spring Data JPA, just at the rate transactional in service class is what? Sufficient. But okay, nowadays, what is there, guys? If you write the property, even though no transactional, nothing is taken, come on, guys, it should perform lazy loading. That's the reason they have come up with this property. Enable lazy loading, no, without transactional environment. I think you convinced with this. Let's see find by ID method. Let's see find by ID method here now. Okay. Optional customer OPT is equal to customer repo dot find by ID 1001. Let us assume a record is available. 1001 is available. Yeah. This method is called. See guys, method is called. It was really bother, not bother. 1001 record there or not there. Hit the database software by generating query, right? Hit the database software by generating query. Hit the database software by generating query. That is A. This is what? T. C. The result set object has come having record. That is put into what? Entity object D. And that is given to what? Optional object. And that optional object is returned. Suppose record is not there. Suppose A there, B there, you will get empty result set object and it will give what? Empty optional object and gives empty optional object. But still it will hit the database software or not. That means find by ID method performs eager loading or not. If someone says find by ID of root repository, get reference by ID of what? JPA repository, both are doing same. Will you agree for that statement? Final outcome wise same guys, but internals wise different or not guys? Internals wise different or not? Which is more good towards database setting? Get reference by ID. In real life, laziness is bad, but in database operation, laziness is good. And when you want to give payment to someone, though you have a funds, you try to delay. How much you can delay, na? See, you have taken money from your friend, saying that I will give within 1 week. You got money on third day itself. But somehow mind won't agree to give immediately, right? ऐसा होना. That's the main mindset of the person, right? Especially when friend says, I don't need money till that day. If you give also, they will be there in what? Bank or in my pocket. So you can give within 1 week, he said. But you got money in 3 days. Still you will give the money? I don't think so. I don't think so, right? So we'll keep the money till that time. On that day, we will hand over the money. Hasan Hona. Same story here also was in lazy loading also same thing happened. Na? Though it is capable of getting record, but it won't get the record until you start your utilization, until you start show your interest of utilization. Is it not interesting, boss? Come on. Super. I will give money after 20 days. Chicky, I'm talking about genuine people, boss. I'm not talking about you. Okay. I think both diagrams are explanatory. Since I have explained lazy and eager loading, you are able to understand those diagrams. If I don't explain those diagrams, laziness, both looks similar, right? Okay, fine. So very popular interview question. If I take interview, I will definitely ask this question. What is the difference between get reference by ID, get find by ID, not get find by ID? Shall we understand this, guys? What is the difference between get by ID or get reference by ID of JPA repository and find by ID of what? Root repository. Yes, na boss? Get by ID, get reference by ID. Here is what? Find by ID. Returns entity object reference representing the record that is selected for given ID. First gives proxy object, then gives real entity object. Returns optionality object having entity object for the same. Same means this one. Performs lazy loading of record or object. First returns proxy object. When that proxy object is used, then record will be retrieved from database software to put into entity object. We felt it or not, guys? performs eager loading, gets a record or object from DB table directly without involving any proxy object, irrespective of whether that object is used or not. Irrespective of whether that object is used or not. Next. If record is not found, what is not found, guys? If record is not found, we cannot throw custom exception. It gives what? Fixed exception, entity not found exception. And at the moment record not found, it is throwing exception or not. With the support of optional API, we can throw what? Custom exception or custom message. And you don't want exception, we can throw custom message, right? Or optional empty, whatever you want, you can do it. Works only in SQL database software. Works in both SQL and NoSQL database software. Implementation depends upon underlying Hibernate framework. Implementation is given Spring Data JPA itself. Additional property configuration in application.property file is what? Required. Here, not required. If record not found, we get exception. Entity not found exception. If record not found, we get what? Empty optional object for which we can send custom message or what? Or we can throw exception. We can throw exception. Right now, I got one more idea in the brain, guys. This method will not talk with the database software. The generated proxy object non-identifier getter method actually talks to the database software. Yes or no? Na? This method talks, this method written proxy object talks. This method does not talk. This method written proxy object talks. Are one more idea has gone, guys. Okay, are now proxy class is coming as subclass for entity class. Can I take entity class as final class? While working with get by ID, can I take entity class as final class? Check it out. Right now, get reference by ID method, right? Right now, this is get reference by ID method call. I'm going to entity class. Here I am taking class as what? Final class. What class, guys? Final. Can we have subclasses for final classes? But generated in-memory proxy class is what, guys? Subclass of entity class now. So no proxy class will be generated now. No generated means what? No lazy loading, right, guys? Right click, run as Java application. Right click, run as Java application. Still output is coming up, but proxy class is coming or not coming up? Are we getting proxy class here, guys? That means it is performing eager loading or not? 110 also came after query execution. Come on. 110 also came after query generation. Here what? Entity object, real object only created, no proxy object is created. So that means by using get reference by ID, we cannot do lazy loading. If we take entity class as what? Final class, because final classes cannot have subclasses. Because final classes cannot have subclasses. Everyone getting my point there, guys? Come on. Is it interesting or not, boss? Okay, two more differences, guys. Difference number G. G and H is G already there. Okay. Here is my H, guys. Here is my H. This method get reference by ID. Does not actually talks with database software. Does not actually talks with database software, right? Talks with database software. The getter methods of non-identifier. What, guys? Non-identifier. Getter methods of proxy object class. Proxy class. Generated proxy class. What, guys? Generated proxy class talks with the database software by generating SQL query. Okay, guys. H. This method directly talks with what, guys? Directly talks with database software. Okay, by generating the SQL query. By generating the SQL. By simply generating the SQL query. Yeah, what is another difference we found, guys? What's another difference we found, guys? What is that? HI. HI. If entity class is taken as final class, then in-memory proxy class will not be generated. So this method performs only what, guys? Only eager load. This method performs only eager. It won't give any exception, guys. That means using this method we can also enjoy eager load. Okay. I. This method always performs eager loading. What is there? Irrespective of what, guys? This method always performs eager loading, irrespective of whether entity class is taken as the final class or not. It really does not matter, boss. Okay, that always performs eager load. Right now, entity class is final class, na, boss. 1 minute. Right now, entity class is what? Final class. I commented this, my dear. Here I am enabling. Okay. Record there or not there, it will hit the database software. So many people will fail to answer this question. But I don't want you people to remembering all these differences. You remember eager, lazy loading. Based on that, lot of points will come automatic. This is called depthness of the subject, boss. Oh, it is saying what? Artist found. Yeah. That means artist found and getting the record. Do you use process record? Don't process record. It is hitting the database software generating SQL query. Yes or no, na boss? Okay. Yeah. In get reference by ID, two objects are involved. One proxy object, one real object. In get find by ID method, only one object is involved or not? One object is involved. That is what? Real object. Okay. That is also one difference we can say. 1 minute. IJ. Tell me. Get reference by ID. In get reference by ID. Okay. Method call. One proxy object and one real object is in. One proxy object, one real object is involved. In, tell me. In again, in what is there? In find by ID method. What method? Find by ID method. Only one real object is involved. Only one real object is involved. I hope you are understanding my statement, guys. Come on. While working with the Spring Data JPA, choose persistence methods in the following order. Because which method to be used at what time? First priority should be there, na boss. First priority to prove repository method. If not sufficient, paging and sorting repository method. These two are common repositories, na boss. These two are common repositories or not, guys? Common repositories. Common repositories. Crew repository method, paging and sorting repository methods. Next one, JPA repository method. If still not sufficient, we have to think about what? JPA repository method. If they are also not sufficient, they're definitely not sufficient, boss. Why? All these methods are giving complete record. I want 2 column value, 3 column value. I want to have my choice conditions. Select query means so many conditions. Yes or no, na? So many permutations and combinations. Do you think all these are possible with finder method that we have? No, not sorry. So then we have to bring custom methods into picture. But let me say one thing. Custom methods means not methods which makes you to do hard work. Custom methods are not going to make you do hard work of writing logics. Are you getting my point? Custom methods also declaration only. Maybe in original method, predefined method, signature is not there in your control. Here you have to design the method carefully, but this is also declaration in the repository interface. Logic we don't write. Based on the signatures we write, based on the queries we write on the top of the method, logics will be generated dynamically. So that means burden is totally reduced or not, guys? Method declaration is a big task. Method declaration on the top of the method, one small query is a big task. But that query is not SQL query. That query is what? JPQL query. What query? We have to write query on entity, class, and properties, not on the table and columns. JPQL queries are database software independent queries. They will be translated into SQL queries internally. They will be translated into what? SQL queries internally. That's a different story. Root repository method, custom method in our repository interface. There three choices are there. First one, finder method. Only for custom select operations. Also called as custom find by method. Finder method, find by methods, one and the same. But only select operations are possible, non-select operations are not possible. Number two, query methods. For HQL, JPQL, and native SQL queries based custom select operation. Okay, we have tried JPQL queries, HQL, Hibernate query language. JP means Java persistence query language. They are database independent queries, guys. Only select operation. Need to see original SQL queries also you can write. But here also only select operations are possible. @query, @modifying method. For HQL, JPQL, native SQL queries based custom non-select operation. Insert, update, delete operation. Here only select op. What is extra? Modifying is extra. When you write the queries, non-select queries, you should add @modifying extra, boss. They are there to perform what? Non-select. Okay. Only method declaration, guys. Method declaration with queries performing select operation. Method declaration with queries performing non-select operation. But still method declaration, that's it. Are you going to write method definitions? Think about JDBC. You should write brain. Hibernate, lot of method definitions you should write. But here only method declaration. Our life is definitely simplified and Chingadala or not, guys? Definitely easy or not, guys? Maybe 1-2 time method declaration takes time. After that, it will be easy or not, guys? So these are the options we have. Right now, we are at this stage. Now, what is left? This is left. Custom methods are left. Next 3-4 days, we are going to discuss dedicatedly about this custom method. Less focus on finder method, more focus on what? Query method. Because industry standard is query method. For both select and non-select operation, industry standard methods are what? Query. Are you ready for query methods, guys? Okay. So tomorrow you have 2 sessions as usually, as I said. Okay. Fine. For few days we'll learn, not few days, one day we'll learn finder method. We'll understand difficulties with the finder method. Then we go for query method. Sir, SQL queries are easy to write now. Why this JPQL? SQL queries are written based on table names and column names. They are specific to one database software. JPQL, HQL queries are what? Database software independent. They are object-based queries first. So it takes a lot of time to learn this query language. If you know SQL, within no time you can learn what? JPQL queries and HQL queries. Very much similar, boss. 80% same. Only the thing is, there you mention table name and column name. Here you mention entity, class name and property names. Lot of similarities are there. Learning curve of HQL, JPQL is what? Very, very small. Nothing to worry about it. It's going to be very, very small, guys. Understood my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. I hope everyone completed the practicals up to crude repository, paging and sorting repository. Okay. JPA repository, almost all methods are covered. Delete method I said we discussed. Next. Then we discussed finder method with example object I said we discussed. Next one, get reference by ID. And remaining methods are same as to repository method. Save all. Come on. That's why I'm not worried about that. I select this run in a practice. Let me upload the document. I think we are in the same document. Let me resave the document. 6th and 8th. This Saturday 6:30 p.m. Sunday 6:30 p.m. You will be having session on this one. Oh, meeting ID. Meeting ID is a common topics meeting ID. It is not regular meeting ID, guys. It is a common. I already have common topics meeting ID. Any online student? I hope everyone got the common topics meeting ID. If not there, don't worry. I will show where it is available. I will show where it is available. Okay, I'm saving the document before I upload. Yes, generally I do, guys. Class strength is going to decreasing. We are around 500 now, 250. I don't know, boss. Maybe they shifted to other batches, Mr. Pawan. Right. Okay, where is this, guys? This one. Same link in the evening class. Are common links I said na. Musaddiq, always you are 5 minutes late, boss. I said 5. 16:8, right? Spring Boot data JPA, right? Right click, file upload, class content, tool FS, Spring guys, 11:02. Sixth and eighth. Okay, on public demand, I'm saving twice. Okay. Right. Real-time project batch. Discussions are over, guys. Regarding Spring Batch, no entity factory set. Could not open entity manager transaction. Null pointer. This exception when I am dealing with a transaction on multi-tenant environment or Spring Batch. You need to pass transaction manager step object. Rajesh Kumar. See, it is not related to current topic that is going on. That is related to Spring Boot batch processing, right? Can you mail your screenshot? Can you mail your screenshot? Okay, since you want immediate answer, okay, I will tell. Transaction manager also you have to get through auto wiring concept. It also comes through auto wiring, and you can inject through auto wide annotation. Platform transaction manager will come through auto wiring, okay, so that you can inject by using auto wire. I think this is Captain Boss. Refresh. Uploaded. 1 minute. I'll show where that common topics link is there. Where is this? Common topics meeting ID. Common topics. This is the meeting ID. This is the meeting ID of this one. Okay, for public demand, I'm also keeping in the chat box. Yeah, please collect from the chat box. Yes, please collect it from the chat box. Yeah, thank you guys. Have a nice time. We'll meet tomorrow and we will discuss more, guys. Thank you.